Okay, so here we are again at the back end of the 966. So we've got some parts now, and we're going to go ahead and try to replace these, I think they're called crank shaft or crank arm bushings and O-rings. So it's been leaking out the bottom here. And so before we took all the bolts and stuff and got this thing taken apart, we did mark the orientation because it seemed like things could possibly go back in a different way than they came out. And I need to get a pry bar.
Thor came in to say hi.
There it comes. If you look at this bushing here, so you can see the inner diameter of that bushing has this red plastic material coating it. That's how it's supposed to look. If you look on the other side, you'll see that there is no red plastic coating. It has worn off, and that has caused it to start leaking on that side. That's why we are replacing these bushings. Oh yeah, here's some of that red coating that has come off of the... Okay, so according to the internet, one could potentially put a threaded rod across the back of these two things and use a threaded rod to draw them together, and in that way pull them into the center of the tractor. So we're going to try that and see what it does for us. Okay. Okay. Now get a wrench. Start tightening, and seems like it's getting tighter and tighter, but no movement. Yeah, I was thinking about put some tension on it like that and get the air hammer and mash on it and see if that does something.
Alright.
Okay, turn the air on. Tighten it a little bit more.
Are the washers caving in?
Yes. Nope.
I'll try the gun on this side.
It moved.
It did. Yes, it's coming out, Jeffrey. Well, one of them is at least.
Well, we'll get one out, then we'll worry about the next one.
All right.
One down. All right, so here's this guy. Look how bowed in these washers are.
Oh, jeez.
And I'll cut the...
Cut the rim.
Yeah.
And really made a mess of that.
All right, but it worked good. I mean, I actually kind of think it's good. It kind of bowed in to kind of like...
Center it.
Yeah.
So how do we get the other one out?
Big piece of steel here that can't go past this.
So what did you find?
Some really big old like washers. If you save enough, someday you might use some of it. We'll see if this actually works. Okay, so here, let's explain. So you have to be careful. So this right here is the casting, the back of the tractor, as is inside here. But this piece right here is actually the O-ring retainer. It's a separate piece. So I don't want to push against that. I want to push against this. Okay, now let me get the hammer on it.
Yes, it's moving.
Oh, okay. Threaded rod poked through, so it's
Threaded rod is
longer than the deep socket will allow.
change the process here.
Okay. All right, here's the second one. That really worked a lot better than I thought it would.
Coating on the inside. Of course, the new ones you have, there's some kind of composite material.
Yeah, they're totally different. So I want to give credit to the Red Power Forum. One of the forum members posted and suggested this approach to getting these out.
All right.
It's the only place on the internet I saw any suggestion on use this method to get them out, and it worked really good.
Red Power Forum.
So we'll do some cleanup and prep for install the replacement bushing things. All right, you gotta remove the old gasket so the new one sets on there properly and seals.
Use the pick to remove the old O-ring.
So here's a new bushing, some sort of composite material. I have no idea what it is. Here's the old bushing. It was metal with some sort of plastic liner thing. look to be the same thing. So I think we'll just try to reverse the process and use this threaded rod to pull these new ones into where the old ones were. Here's the shaft that they will be supporting, and they appear to fit this shaft very well. Guess we'll put some sort of lubricant on this and see if we can just draw it in.
Do one at a time.
Yes. It's starting crooked for some reason. We're getting close?
Yeah, can you see it? You're about there. Okay, hold on.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. Over here I can. There it goes. Doing that.
Mm-hmm. That might be pretty close.
Here. Okay. Yep, it's just a teeny bit inside of the surface.
To clean this shaft up now.
Yes. Another O-ring.
We don't need dog hair around here, Thor. Go on. Go on. He thinks it's time to be fed.
Oh, okay. New O-rings, both big and small. So there's a big O-ring on either side, and there's a small O-ring right there in that guy.
Mm.
Okay, that one goes in like that. Some oil around it. Okay. All right. That's it. All right, marks are lined up. Where is it? Oh, you can see it pivoting inside here a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So what it does is this shaft here, this shaft here is attached to the frame of the tractor, and it's actually a torsion shaft that goes through the middle of this tube, and then the tube, the tube moves by twisting this torsion shaft, and the more force on the draw or the three-point hitch, pulling the implement through the ground, the more that torsion bar twists, allowing this tube to move, and that actuates some levers inside to do the draft control mechanism.
Tighten down some retaining bolts.
All right, that's it.
In the next video, Jeffrey will put the power takeoff unit back in and we'll get the tractor running again to check out how we did. Thanks for watching. A link to the first video in this series is to the right here.